when net present value, NPV, and internal rate of return, IRR, disagree in legal contexts, courts and experts overwhelmingly favor NPV for its transparency, reliability, and alignment with legal and economic principles. IRR is generally discounted when it introduces ambiguity or relies on speculative assumptions. When NPV and IRR provide conflicting recommendations in legal decision-making, such as in shareholder disputes, contract litigation, or M&A valuations, legal professionals, courts, and expert witnesses resolve these conflicts by prioritizing NPV. This preference is grounded in both financial theory and legal precedent. NPV directly measures value creation and aligns with statutory requirements for present value, while IRR can be misleading in cases involving non-standard cash flows, project scale differences, or multiple IRRs. Courts scrutinize the appropriateness of each method, the credibility of expert testimony, and the contract or statutory language, but consistently default to NPV unless a contract unambiguously specifies IRR. NPV measures absolute value added, discounting all cash flows at the cost of capital. IRR finds the rate setting NPV equals 0, but assumes unrealistic reinvestment at IRR itself. Conflicts arise in 1. Scale differences. IRR favors higher percent returns, NPV favors absolute value. 2. Timing. IRR sensitive to early cash flows. 3. Non-conventional flows. IRR can yield multiple/no solutions. NPV always defined. NPV is preferred for decision-making. Legal conflicts between NPV and IRR arise in corporate litigation, M&A, bankruptcy, regulatory hearings, and expert testimony. NPV is often preferred, mandated in bankruptcy, and favored in fairness opinions, while IRR may be used if contractually specified. Statutes and case law, e.g. Delaware Chancery, typically require present value, supporting NPV for damages and valuations. Courts and regulators consistently favor NPV over IRR in disputes. In shareholder buyouts and M&A renegotiations, NPV/DCF is used for fair value, rejecting speculative IRR appraisals. Contract cases adopt NPV to align with intent and present value principles. SEC enforcement actions also prefer NPV-based methods for transparency and reliability, especially in complex or non-standard cash flow scenarios. Judicial reasoning emphasizes transparency, reliability, and alignment with the economic intent of the parties or statutory requirements. Legal professionals should calculate both NPV and IRR, identify conflicts, especially for mutually exclusive projects, and default to NPV unless contracts clearly specify IRR. Justify NPV preference with professional standards and legal precedents, and fully disclose all assumptions and data. Ensure reports meet court and expert witness standards, transparency, objectivity, and compliance with AICPA, SSVS 1, FRE 702, and Rule 26 FRCP. To recap, NPV is preferred in legal context for its reliability and transparency. IRR is discounted when it introduces ambiguity or is based on speculative assumptions. Best practice: calculate both, but default to NPV unless contractually required other expert testimony. In legal decision-making, NPV is the gold standard for resolving valuation conflicts, especially when NPV and IRR disagree. Courts, regulators, and expert witnesses rely on NPV for its clarity, transparency, and alignment with statutory and contractual requirements. IRR may be considered when contractually specified or for rate of return comparisons, but is generally discounted in the face of ambiguity or non-standard cash flows. Legal professionals should ensure robust, well-documented NPV analyses and be prepared to defend their methodology in court.